naturally, a lot of people just outraged that John Mayer would use such racially charged language. What do you think, Midwin? Is the whole thing going to blow over, or is it much ado about nothing? I mean, what's your take?
Well, I think it will blow over. I think John Mayer is no different from a lot of other artists. He's a brilliant artist, great musician, but he, from time to time, puts his foot in it. His comments were crass, rude, and disrespectful. But at the end of the day, I don't know why he thinks we all want to hear about his penis.
Yeah, well, he feels, I think part of the deal was he is giving this interview to Playboy magazine. He wants to be provocative, and he tried a little too hard.
Well, okay, well, then I need a better definition of provocative, because I thought it was just dumb at the end of the day.
No question about it.
Right?
Carlos, we've seen this before. People do have short attention spans when it comes to celebrities putting their foot in it. So do you think everybody's just going to forget about it before too long?
Man, I tell you, Midwin hit it right on the nose with that. I mean, I talked to a lot of people in our newsroom here at Extra, and they all kind of said, you know, what? Like, what was he trying to accomplish? But the thing that he has going for him is that he actually has talent, as opposed to, say, a reality star. He has talent as far as being a talented musician and not having to be a stand-up comedian. He can rely on his music, and he doesn't have to get in front of the audience and speak.
Well, and if what he said on stage is to be believed, we're not going to be hearing about him in the press anytime soon, at least not from his own mouth. I think he's going to become somewhat of a recluse as far as giving interviews is concerned in the future. And in all this mess, I got to say, the one person I feel pretty badly for is Holly Robinson Pete. She didn't realize that her gushing about John made her look really bad. Again, I think she should have known better. She claims not to have read the whole article before she commented. As for John Mayer's whole mess up, well, we posted the hot debate just hours ago on our Facebook page, taking a look at what people think. Here's one. Delphine L. writing on our wall, if JM keeps making music the way he always does, fantastically, I don't think his career will suffer. He's apologized more than we've seen any other celeb who's in the middle of controversy. And that's the point that you were making, Midwin, Carlos was making, and I agree with Delphine here that maybe his music is actually what could end up saving him, and the fact that he does have a certifiable talent.
Exactly, and I think he has been consistent with showing that he can't keep his mouth shut, whether it's about his dalliances with various different women in Hollywood or what have you. So he is being consistent in his crassness.
Yeah, well, that's good. Consistency is important in this business. I got to tell you, Mayer's mess made a mess on our Showbiz Tonight, a Showbiz On Call phone lines today. They've been going ballistic. We heard from Joy in Virginia, who called in today. She's saying she's no longer a John Mayer fan.
He is such a jerk, and after his comments about black women and women in general, I will never buy anything or listen to any of his music again.
All right, so Joy from Virginia says she's done with John Mayer and his music, and quite honestly, we have heard that from a lot of other people. But Carlos, again, getting back to the idea that maybe his music is enough, is it enough for you to say you're going to give him a pass this time?
Listen, I caution anyone who wants to jump to conclusions. Read the entire article. Read it word for word. Because if you hear the N-word, you go, oh, and he shouldn't have said that. But if you read it, he's trying in vain to be clever. John Mayer is not a racist, so that's why I think he comes out with this not having his career completely ruined.
Yeah, but the point is, as far as the use of the N-word, look, as far as I'm concerned, Carlos, it's just not a word that anybody should use, in my opinion, in casual conversation, white, black, or otherwise.
Just stay away from it. Stay away from it, and then it prevents you from having any drama or any kind of backlash such as this.
Well, we have a question of the day that I do want everybody to weigh in on tonight. Let's put that up if we can, Charles. John Mayer's N-word fallout. Are you no longer a fan of his? Now, Carlos, I didn't get a complete answer in my last question, so you got to chime in. Okay. Are you remaining, at least for the time, a John Mayer fan?
He gets a pass as far as for now, okay? If he comes out and keeps talking like this, then maybe he loses me as a fan. But for now, if he stays quiet, focuses on the music, you know, I applaud him for trying to be provocative. But you know what? His jokes and his provocativeness just fell flat in this instance. I'm still a fan.
Now we've heard Midwin from some people saying, hey, look, I'm going to go to my iPod and I'm deleting John Mayer music from it, at least for now, because I don't feel good about the guy. I don't know if you have any John Mayer music on your iPod.
I love him.
And is it going to remain on there despite what he said?
It will.
If it comes up in shuffle, are you going to fast forward to the next one?
Not at all. Okay. I mean, it totally will. I think that, you know, hey, he has at least been honest and come out with this and what have you. But for him to claim that he's not particularly interested in African-American women, that's fine. Maybe African-American women don't want him.